everybody! So I hope you have your pencil and your paper ready and are ready to create some art. So to celebrate spring, we're going to start doing our pot of flower inspired by Vincent Van Gogh. So first you need to find the middle of your picture with your finger, find the bottom and put a little mark about a finger's width from the bottom so that you know where your vase is going to start, and then do the same at the top. Here you go, you see it there, so that you know where the top of your flowers are going to be. That's going to help you with your proportions and making sure your drawing is nice and big on your paper. Now you can start drawing your vase. So I'm starting with a slightly curved line and then bringing two lines up and then curving them inside. You can pause the video if you want to draw along and you need a little bit more time. Also, feel free to draw your own vase. You don't need to copy this one. You can draw your own vase. That is fine. Here I'm adding two lines, and that's going to be the edge of the table. It's going to give us a sense of space and make sure that the pot of flower is on something, which is a good idea. Now you can start doing the fun things, which is drawing the flowers. I'm just going to do a really rough sketch. I'm doing an ellipse where the flowers are going to be. So I'm just doing some kind of round shapes and ovals and ellipses to show where my flowers are. And I'm making sure that all the shapes are different sizes and different angles, so that I'm showing a wide variety of flowers, just like Vincent Van Gogh did, and making sure all my flowers are different. So this is my sketch, my basic sketch. To now I can start adding some details. And to do this, I'm gonna start by adding some petals in my flowers. Sorry about the shaking, it's my table, it's a bit shaky. So here I go, I add some petals, and I'm adding the center. I'm just trying to make all the flowers a bit different at different stages. So we have birds, we have all the flowers that are a bit droopy, we have, and I'm trying to give some personality to each flower. The more details and the more petals and the more interesting your pot is going to be. I'm doing sunflowers here, but you can do your own flowers. So here we go. Now, once you finish doing your outline, you can get your colors and do the fun bit, which is coloring in. Now I'm using watercolor, but feel free to use other things. If you don't have any watercolor, use other paints, or you can use different like felt tips or crayons or anything you have. Starting with my background, I'm doing blue. You don't have to do blue, you can do any color as long as it contrasts with the flowers. So think about it before you get started. Also, with watercolor, it's important that you use plenty of water to create your puddle of color. And also it's important that you use the tip of your paintbrush. You don't want to use crush your paintbrush. If it should glide, there should be enough water so that it glides. Here is a good time to change your water, which I just did, because I'm going to change color. Now I'm ready for the flowers. In Vincent Van Gogh's picture, flowers are shades of yellow. So I'm going to do that as well. You can choose another color as long as you're using different shades of the same color. So that means it's the same color type, like yellows and browns and oranges, or you could have like reds, different types of reds. So you could go to orange and you could go to purple. So that it gives, we have a nice contrast between the background and the flowers. That's what we're trying to do. So here I'm mixing different colors, different yellows. I'm getting all my colors ready. So if you're using pens, you can also select your different pens that you're going to use so that you know what you're going to use. So I want some oranges, I want some browns, etc. So I'm nice and ready. Also, this is really nice to do because you need your background to dry before you start painting the flowers. So this is a nice time for it to dry. If it's not dry, it's all going to blend together and it's not going to look as nice. So be patient and wait until each element is dry before you start painting. So now I'm coloring in the flowers, adding different types of ochres. So that's kind of browns. And I'm using a kind of dabbing technique so that I get different texture. Texture is the feel of things. So I'm trying to make it feel like it's like a flower, so it's not smooth. It's got texture. I'm adding the petals, and if you notice, I'm not adding just one yellow to the petals. I'm adding loads of different yellows. So I'm giving it more depth, and it looks more exciting and vibrant. And some green. And just take your time to color this in, and because you want it to look nice and special. Have a look at what you're doing. Sometimes stop. Have a look if you like it, how you could change it if you don't, how to make it better. So here, thought, alright, it's a bit dull, so I added some more lines. And there we are. Thank you for watching.